in a quiet town in Ogun State, Nigeria. An 86-year-old woman named Madam Alimot found herself ensnared in a web of deceit and betrayal. Madam Alimot, a mother of 15, had seen her children succumb to illness one after the other, leaving her with only 3 surviving offspring. Desperate to save her ailing daughter, she stumbled upon a weekly radio program that advertised a blind herbalist with mystical powers. Madam Alimot, who lives in Mowe area of Ogun State, visited the herbalist, a.k.a, also known as Ojun. Little did she know that she had walked into a trap. A.k.a. claimed that death hovered over her family and only a costly sacrifice could avert it. What began as a plea for help turned into a nightmare. A.k.a. convinced Madam Alimot to sell her properties, even her own home, to fund these so-called rituals. What is more, he promised her riches. As the scales fell from their eyes, Madam Alimot, her daughter and granddaughter had lost everything: their homes, their savings, and their dignity. Their pleas for justice echoed through their despair. I sold the house I had built with 9 million naira for 5 million naira and gave him the money. I also sold another house and gave him the money, totaling about 19 million naira. I want to collect my money from a.k.a, and Nigerians should help me because I don't have anywhere to call home anymore. I've also developed high blood pressure, among other complications, as a result of this predicament of mine, Madam Alimot said. A.k.a.'s alleged deception ran deep, as he said to have bought cars, land, and lived a life of luxury, all at the expense of Madam Alimot and her family. He even took advantage of her daughter and granddaughter. Now they cry out for justice and the return of their hard-earned money. Madam Alimot's health deteriorates and Bosse, her daughter, pleads for assistance, fearing her mother's despair might lead to tragedy. A.k.a, the blind herbalist, claims that he was not responsible for the entire sum and shifts blame onto Bosse, accusing her of being his accomplice. He promises to refund a fraction of the money. As the sun sets on this harrowing tale, Madam Alimot's plea for justice remains unanswered. The blind herbalist's deception has left the family broken and betrayed. A homeless aged woman and her children are now left to cry for justice and the refund of the money the herbalist allegedly defrauded them of.
If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe so you can get notifications.